Question 3 is your polynomial division question. Now, normally, if they give you a question like this, you would do your division. You would say, you'd work through this problem here. But this is not quite a normal polynomial division question because of this a here. That's not too horrendous. We could go through this and work out the quotient and the remainder. But as a general rule, if they give you A's or B's or unknowns in the question and tell you parts of the answer, another method that you can use is to compare sides, compare coefficients of each side. In other words, we know that x to the 4 take away 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 7x plus a can be written as the divisor times the quotient, so x squared plus 2x take 1 times by x squared plus bx plus 2 plus the remainder, this cx plus 7. And I'd suggest if you're looking at this video because you tried the normal division way and got it wrong, I'd suggest you having a go at this method instead. Because what we can now do is expand all the brackets, and as I said, compare. Well, we don't even need to expand all the brackets. We could just compare coefficients. So what are we gonna? Let's work out this a term. The a term is the constant term, so where am I going to get a constant from? I'm going to get a constant if I times these two numbers together plus my 7 on the end. So a on the left is going to equal minus 1 times 2, so minus 2 plus 7. So straight away we know what a is. A is positive 5. Now you could now go back and do the polynomial division because we've got the divisor and we've got the original full quartic expression here. So you could at this point stop and just go ahead as normal and to work out B and C. Totally up to you. If you want to do that, go ahead. Because I've started the question this way, I'm going to carry it on this way. So the next coefficient I'm going to compare is I'm going to go for x cubed. The reason I'm going for x cubed rather than x is because if I went for x, I'd have a simultaneous equation. I'd have something with b and I'd have something with c. Whereas if I go for x squared, I can just work out what b is. So my x squared coefficient is minus 7 on the left, and on the right I can get an x squared from here, so 2. I can get an x squared from here, so 2b, and I can get an x squared from here, minus 1. So that's minus 7 equals 1 plus 2b, so minus 8 equals 2b, so b is negative 4. So what I can then do is at this point I'm going to now just change the b into that minus 4 that we've just found out that it is. So we now know that b is negative 4. And I'm now going to compare coefficients of x so that I can work out what c is. So for my x, I've got a positive 7 on the left. And how can I get an x on the right? I can get an x by doing my 2x times 2, so that's 4, or my minus 1 times minus 4x, which is plus 4, or by this plus cx here, right at the end. So that's 7 equals 8, add c, and therefore c is negative 1. So that's the question finished. We've got that A was 5, B was minus 4, and C was minus 1.